Okay, you simply type the localhost, then slash demo.php in your browser. Then after that you get your file. Okay, then after that you execute your code properly. Okay, now we'll see which are the variables, numbers, and strings in the PHP. Okay, so what is the aim of variables? To store the information. Okay, whatever information included in the your program or code, that will be the stored to the particular form. Okay, a particular location. So middle of the PHP program is whenever we execute the any PHP program, then that time we have to use the some variables. Okay, we have to include the some variables in the particular program. Okay, so the value of the variables, we have to just include or create the some value for the particular variables. Okay, and just we have to use the assignment operator. Okay, assign with the equal to operator. Okay, with the variables. So variables, left hand side we have to use whatever variables are there. Okay, variable name should be in left hand side and the expression to be evaluated in the right hand side. Okay, so variables that use in the particular PHP that does not know in advance. Okay, whether it will be used to store the number or string. We have to use the string also. We have to use the numbers, string of the characters. Okay, before assign the value, default value to the particular code. Okay, so PHP does not good job of automatically converting the types from one to another. Okay, we have to take some automatic conversion whenever we execute the particular code. So variables can have a short name. For example, we have to assign with the some values. Okay, for example, x and y. You just take the x and y, and in suppose in descriptive, if there is a descriptive name, you have to use the car name. Then total volume. Okay, we have to use age also. Okay, means we have to use the some names for the particular variables. Okay, so which rules we have to use for PHP variables? The first one is variable always start with the dollar sign. Okay, so whenever we are using this particular, this is the example for variable. Okay, so we are using here txt. Okay, so we have to use the dollar before you create the any variable. Okay, dollar sign, and then after the txt is equal to 5, then is equal to hello world. Anything that you have to assign. Okay, anything means any number is there, any word is there, anything you have to assign. Okay, so first rule is variable always start with the dollar sign. Okay, that followed by the some name of the variable. We have to use the dollar sign, then their name, variable name, and then is equal to means assignment operator we have to use, and then after that we have to assign the value for that particular variables. Okay, so this is the first rule. The next one is a variable name must start with the letter or underscore. Okay, so we have to we can say, suppose this is the example, dot dollar txt is equal to hello world. Okay, so we use here that that must be start with the letter. We have to use the some letter, anything, txt, x, y, z, anything, dollar a, dollar b, dollar c. Okay, so the variable name must start with the letter or the underscore character. We can also use the underscore here. So variable name cannot start with the number. Okay, this is very important. We cannot start means your whatever variable is there. Okay, we just assign suppose dollar tx. We can't assign directly dollar 5, dollar 10, dollar 11. Okay, we have to assign like this. Dollar x is equal to 5, dollar 5 is equal to 10. Okay, so this is the third rule. The next one, a variable name can only contain the alphanumeric characters. Okay, means and also underscore. Suppose we have to use A to Z characters. Whatever characters are there, then 0 to 9. Okay, underscore is also value. So we have to use A to Z characters, then 0 to 9 numbers, and also underscore. Then last rule is variable names are case sensitive. Okay, suppose for example हा. एक मुलाचा नंबर देतो आणि त्या मुलाला नंबर देतो, कॉल करतो. 2 मिनिटं. हो. Okay, so variable names are case sensitive. Okay, dollar age and dollar age means these two are the different. You have to write down in the small case, and this is a upper case. Okay, so age is smaller. Variable means whatever variables are there, that are the case sensitive. Okay, so these are the two different variables. Okay, so all of you understand this. These are all rules for the PHP variables rules. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Siley, Dheeraj, Gauri,
Yes, ma'am.
understand? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So how to create or declare the PHP variables? Okay, in PHP variables start with the dollar sign. Okay, so with the followed by name of the variable. Suppose there is a code like this one. Okay, this is a simple code. Okay, open brace question mark PHP. Okay, then after that dollar txt. Why we are using? Because you just initialize or started the variable. Okay, dollar txt is equal to hello world means which value we have to store in txt, that is a hello world. Okay, so we just assign this particular value, which one, hello world. Okay, so the hello world will be assigned directly to the means that value, this particular word will be stored or displayed as a dollar t. Okay, the next one, suppose you just take their dollar x is equal to 5 and dollar y is equal to 10.5. So after the execution of the particular statement, okay, so variables dollar txt will hold the values, that is the hello world, and variable dollar x, that the dollar x will hold the value 5. Okay, means this particular dollar txt hold the value hello world, and this dollar x that hold the value, that is the 5. Same for the dollar y. Dollar y hold the value 10.5. Okay, so this is a simple example for how to declare the PHP variables. Okay. Okay, so output variables, the PHP, we have to use the echo statement to output data on the particular screen. Okay, suppose you want to display the output. Okay, so we have to use the echo statement. Okay, so following example is there for how to declare the variables. Okay, for example, open brace question mark PHP. Okay, dollar txt is equal to w3 school.com. Okay, so w3 school.com, that particular value will be stored to the dollar txt. Okay, then after that echo I love dollar txt. Okay, so echo means suppose in C language we are using the printf. Okay, printf for printing the values. So same for the PHP, we have to use the echo for printing the values. Okay, so whenever we want to print the any value, then that time we have to use the echo. Okay, so here you just I love dollar txt. So dollar txt, which value we store in dollar txt? Tell me first. Now tell me which value we have to store in dollar txt. Okay, what will be the output of this program?
I love w3schools.com.
Yes, very good. Okay, so output will be I love w3school.com. Why? Because dollar $txt hold the values w3school.com, and whenever you print that value, then I love dollar $txt means your value, that is w3school.com. Okay, so this is a simple example. Okay, next one, PHP numbers. Okay, so we already discussed about the variables. Now we will see the numbers. Okay, so how to assign the numbers. Okay, so PHP numbers. One thing to notice about the PHP is that it provides the automatic data type conversion. Okay, data type conversion means what? If there is a integer, okay, so we can if there is an integer data type, so that will be converted to the different data type. Okay, so this is possible. Means we can convert the any data type to another data type. So this is called as automatic data type conversion. Okay, so if you assign the integer value to the variable, okay, if you assign the any value for the particular integer value, means any value 5 6 anything to the particular variable, the type of that variable will automatically be an integer. Okay, means your automatically what they take means your PHP code what they take automatically they take only integer data type. Okay, and if you assign a string to the same variable, okay, if you want to assign the string to the same variable, then the type will change to string. Means if you assign, okay, means as a whatever you take for the particular code, if you assign the string, then that time the type will change to the string. Okay, so this automatic conversion can sometimes this will be happen what they happen break your code. Okay, so numbers, this is a PHP number. Okay, so next one is a PHP integers. Okay, so PHP integers, for example, 256. Okay, so these are the some two minus 256, then 10 3. Okay, so this 256 minus 179567. Okay, so all are integers and integer number without any decimal part. Okay, so which are the integers? The integer data type is a non-decimal number between minus 21474836648 and between 21474836647. Okay, in a 32-bit system. Okay, and between these numbers are given. Okay, in the 64-bit system. Okay, so here are the some rules for an integer. An integer must have at least one digit. Okay, so we have to use whenever we declare the integer. Then that time integer must have at least one digit. Okay, so then integer must not have the decimal point. We can't use the decimal point. Then integer can be either positive or negative. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
There is a lot of interruption where you, because of that, your voice is not clear.
Okay. Okay. Wait for 2 minutes. Am I audible? All of you, am I audible? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 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 So what we discuss? So PHP integer. These are all are the and this means particular. We have to use the numbers without any decimal part. Okay. So value should be means whatever we taken the for particular program in the integer value, okay, that should be in 64-bit system, okay, value greater or lower than this particular numbers, okay, so that will be stored as a float, and because it exceeds the limit means is all these things means whatever we taken, whatever integer we taken in the particular program, that will depend on you, okay, so that value must be means anything means in particular this numbers, okay, in the particular in 64-bit systems, okay, so we will see in the when we are using the any program or we will execute the any program, then that time you understand better, okay, so some rules for integer, these three fourths rules are very important, like the integer must have at least one digit, the integer
Ma'am,
must
you haven't shared the screen.
okay, okay, wait, okay, now visible, okay, if it is visible, yes or no,
Yes, ma'am.
wait, now visible,
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
okay, okay, okay. Okay, so these are the some rules. Okay, so integer must have at least one digit. Okay, so integer must not have the decimal point. We can't use the decimal point. And whenever we are using the integer, that can be positive or negative. Okay, so integer can be specified in three format. Okay, decimal, 10 base. Okay, decimal 10 base, hexadecimal 16 base, or then after that octal. Okay, we can also use the octal system. Okay, so it depend on you what we have to use. Okay, so these are all are integer. So what is mean the float, or why we are using the float, we can also use the float system, means number system in the particular program or code. Okay, so a float is a number with the decimal point, okay, or a number in the exponential form, like for example 2.0, okay, 256.4, then 10.358, okay, so that should be in the this decimal point. We have to use the decimal point, and also we can use with this particular hexadecimal format. How to use it? Like for example 7.64e plus 5. Okay, so this E is a hexadecimal. Okay, we are using this also. Okay, then 5.56 E minus 5. Okay, these all are the floats. So the float data type can commonly store the value up to 1.79. Okay, whatever value is there, E. Okay, so that should be in the platform dependent. Okay, and that have the maximum precision of 14 digits. Okay, so which constants are there in the particular PHP for the float, that are the, suppose we are using the PHP underscore float underscore max. Okay, so all should be in the capital letters, okay, because that are the constant. So whenever you are using the constant, that should be in the capital letters. So float max means we are, max means maximum. Okay, so what is the meaning of this one? PHP float max, the largest representable floating point number. Okay, means largest value, we can say the largest quantity number. Okay, so next one is a PHP float mean. Okay, the next one is that is a float mean means minimum value. Okay, or we can say smallest value that will be represented to the positive floating point number. Okay, so PHP we are using this constant. Then also another constant is PHP underscore float underscore max. Okay, the smallest representable negative floating point number. For this here we are using for this particular floating point but negative number, okay, because this is a minus PHP underscore float. Okay, and the next one is PHP underscore float underscore dig. Okay, so number of decimal digits that can be rounded into the float and back without the precision loss. Okay, means then another one is epsilon. Okay, there are the many constant, but we are using the, wait, okay, we can't use, means we are not using all this constant in the program. we are using the main means, for example we are using max min. Okay, then this these two are so very important. Okay, we are using mostly. The next PHP infinity. Okay, that is also included in the number system. A numeric value that is a larger than PHP float max. Okay, that is considered infinite. Okay, so infinite means what? First tell me what is meant by infinite. What is meant by infinite? What is meant by infinite number? Huh? What is meant by infinite? There are the two types. Okay, so this PHP infinity, a numeric value that is a larger than PHP float max. Okay, so this is considered as a infinite. Okay, so infinite means a maximum value. Okay, we can take for the particular any program or code. Okay, so in the PHP there are the two functions we have to use to check the numeric values. Okay, that is finite or infinite. Okay, the which function we are using? That is first one is finite, is underscore finite. Okay, is finite. This one function and the another one is infinite. Okay, two function we are using. So PHP var dump function returns the data type. For example, this is a one example for you. Okay, how to use the value. Okay, so PHP open brace PHP code is written here. So $x is equal to 1.9E411 and variable. Okay, we have to take the variable var. Sorry, we have to take the one function. Which function? Var dump. Okay, dump is a function name. Okay, so var dump and which value we have to pass here? That is a $x. So which value we have to means what will be the output? That is a 1.9E41. Why? Because you just pass this value $x. Which value is created here for $x? That is 1.9E41. So this function will taken means automatically taken that value is created for the $x. Okay, so this is one example. Okay, so next one is a PHP NaN. Okay, NaN means what? That is a not a number. That stands for the not a number, and it is used for impossible mathematical operation. Okay, means that operation that are impossible, we have to use the NaN. Means not a number. Okay, which function we are using to check if the value is not a number. Okay, for example. Wait for 2 minutes. Okay, so PHP has the following. When we are using this particular not a number. Okay, when we are using this particular function. Okay, so NaN is used for the impossible mathematical operation, and we have to use this function for NaN. Which one? That is the en underscore NaN. Okay, open brace and close brace. Okay, means whatever we are using, anything means finite, infinite, we are using some function here. For example, for NaN we are using is NaN, open brace, close brace, this function. Okay, so like the same, whenever you are using the var, suppose this example is given here, like var dump, var underscore dump function, so that return the data type and value. Same for the NaN, that will return some data type or value. Okay, so next one is PHP numerical strings. Okay, so PHP is underscore numeric function we can use, okay, to find whether the variable is numeric. Okay, means whenever means that particular variable is numeric or not, we have to use to check. We have to use this particular function. Which function? That is a use numeric is underscore numeric open brace and close brace. Okay, so this function return the true if the variable is number or the numeric string. Okay, if that particular function return the true if the variable is number or numeric string. otherwise that will be the false. Okay. Now we will see the some examples for the PHP. Okay, I will give you some examples here. Okay. Then after that we will start with the PHP strings. Okay, so I will share my screen. Okay, so okay, so is it visible for all? My screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wait. So I will share my screen. Okay, so first of all, I already told you how to install the XAMPP server. Okay, now I will show you. First, location. Okay, so in C drive there is a XAMPP. Okay, I already told you. When we install the XAMPP, then that time that should be in the local C. Means it depends on you where you have to store. Okay, so I just select local C drive, and in that particular XAMPP folder is there. Okay, so all these files are contained. Okay, so in which folder we have to create your files, or we have to store the file, that is a htdoc. Okay, so where is the htdoc? Here. Okay, so htdocs. Okay, this is your folder where we have to create your project. Okay, project means what? Means whatever files, simple files, PHP files, PHP code file, we have to store in one particular project. Okay, anything that you want to, means you want to give the name for the particular project. Okay, so in htdoc folder there is a one folder I created here, that is my name, Tejeshwari project. Okay, so in that you can give your name also, or anything, any name for that particular project. Okay, so I just give them Tejeshwari project. In that you just whatever you just created, means whatever code, whatever PHP code you created, or whatever PHP files you created, that should be in the particular this particular folder. Okay, so this is your total path. Which path? Wait. Okay. Yes, okay. So if you see C colon slash XAMPP slash htdocs slash Tejeshwari project. Okay, in the Tejeshwari project, I just created all these files. Okay, PHP files. Okay, so first of all, you can't directly execute your code. Why? Because you just require, but I will show you. You need to first just type here XAMPP control panel. Okay, and in that XAMPP control panel you have to start first. Okay, then after that you can execute that code, otherwise you can't execute that particular code. Okay, means you have to, in the first you search XAMPP control panel, then you just click on the start here. Okay, otherwise you will get this message. Okay, I will show you. Wait, I will show you. Okay, suppose I just type here localhost. Okay, I just type here localhost. What you get? Just see it. You get this one. This side can't be reached. Okay, you get this message, or you can't run any code, any PHP code properly. You can't run it. Why? Because you need to be first start this Apache server or XAMPP server. Okay, so whenever you click on this start, okay, I just click on the start button. Okay, then after that your Apache server or XAMPP server will be started, and after that you can execute all these things. Okay, now you just type here localhost.
Ma'am,
Okay, yes,
screen is not visible.
screen is not visible. Okay, wait.
It's visible, ma'am.
Visible, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Why some are saying no, some are saying yes? Is it visible? I just show you screen, my screen, whole screen. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So, so I just type here. After just clicking on the start button, okay, you just started your server. And now you're just in the particular browser. You just type localhost, okay, and just enter. Okay. Sorry. Wait. Okay, you just type the localhost and you will get the screen. Which one? This XAMPP, Apache plus MariaDB plus PHP and Perl. If you get the screen, then you understand that your installation is proper. Okay, means whatever installation done, your XAMPP server for the XAMPP server, that is a correct. Okay, so when you get this particular local host dashboard, okay, so you can't directly execute the code. Okay, so you have to write the your project where you store all the files in the particular project. Okay, where I stored my files, tell me fast. All the files where I stored or where I created all the files.
htdocs.
Which one? htdoc is just folder, and in htdoc I just created
project.
one folder. Which one? Tejeshwari project.
Tejeshwari project.
Yes. Okay, this one, Tejeshwari project. Okay, so just type it properly. Okay, now you get all these files. Okay, PHP files. Okay, when you get all these files, okay, I just created all these files, demo.php, post.php. I already created. That's why they show me here. Okay, means all these files. Okay, calculation, demo, first, whatever I created yesterday. Okay, so whatever I created, they just show me here all the files. Okay, I just created for the PHP. Okay, so now you will see one by one. Better. What we discuss for the string. Okay, we just discuss about the float, integer, and string. Now we just look at the particular example for this strings, for this particular float, integer, and number also, and also variables. Okay, we will see one by one example. If there is a notepad available for you, means if there is a notepad, or you can also use the notepad plus plus. Okay, means if there is a by default notepad available in every machine, okay, you can also use the notepad plus plus for type your PHP code. Okay, suppose I just create a one file that will be open in notepad. Okay, so this is a simple program for variable. Okay, so first line is we have to create, or we have to type the first line, that is it visible, all of you? Great.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now visible. Okay, so first line is you have to type, this is a mandatory, okay, or this is a compulsory, open brace, exclamatory sign, then doc type HTML. Okay, then after that you have to write your code. Okay, in that first you have to write down the HTML code, and then you have to write down the PHP code. In between you have to write down the PHP code. Okay, so you have to start with the HTML tag. Okay, first HTML tag is there, then after that body. Okay, and in body tag you have to write down the PHP code. Okay, so in the PHP code I already write down here the PHP, like the first one is open brace means this is the first line. Okay, you are the open brace question mark PHP. This is your first line. Then after that, you just declare here some variables. Okay, which variable? $txt. Okay, then $x and $y. Okay, we already discussed. So $txt is equal to hello world. Okay, semicolon. Then $x is equal to 5 and $y is equal to 10.5. Okay, we just declare here variables and their values. Okay, then after that we have to print the particular variables, okay, in output screen. So that's why I just taken here the echo $txt. Okay, so then after that, what will be the output for echo means you just print the values. Okay, so first output will be the hello world. Next, why we are taken here br. What is the use of br? Break the line. Okay, so you just break that, so that's why I just taken a br. Okay, then after that, what is the second variable? $x. Okay, so $x, what is the value for $x? That is a 5. And then after that, just br, you just take the br. Okay, and then after that, last one, that is the $y. Okay, equal $y. Okay, so whatever values you just declare for this particular variables $txt, $x or $y, that will be the show in the output. Okay, and then after that, last one, you have to close with the question mark and close brace. Okay, this is very important. Okay, so you have to write down your code. Okay, start the code with open brace question mark php and end with the question mark close brace. Okay, this is very important. And then after that you have to close body, and then after that you have to close the HTML. Okay, and you have to save with the PHP extension. Okay, so I will show you in the wait. Okay, so you just go to the C folder first. Okay, C folder, then XAMPP. Okay, then htdocs. Okay, then Tejashwari project. You just create here folder. Okay, in htdoc you have to create your folder. There all the files are created. Okay, PHP files are created. Okay, so in that particular Tejashwari project you are just select it. Okay, and after that, okay, so I just give the name variable dot. Okay, variable dot php. Okay, php is variable dot php extension we have to give here. Okay, then after that save it. Okay, so now I will show you how to execute or how to run that file. Okay, how to run the php code. Okay, so in this particular project, variable php, where is the variable php? You just click on the variable php and you can see here, suppose there is a one output hello world. Okay, so for the txt, sorry $txt, you just put down the value hello world, so that's why they showing the hello world. Then after that, for x there is a value 5 and for y there is a value 10.5. Okay, so whatever values are there for you created for this particular code. Okay, you just this is the example, php example for the how to declare the variables and how to show the output in the particular script. Okay, so this is a first program. All of you understand how to declare the variable and how to run the particular code? Yes or no? This is a simple
Yes,
program. Okay, so you
yes, ma'am.
just okay, girls, understand how to run your simple PHP program? Saili, Sakshi.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so now I will show you another example. Okay, this is also a simple example. Okay, so there is a simple code. First you have to take the HTML, then head. Okay, okay, so you have to take first you have to write down HTML, then after that head. Okay, it depend on you if you want to give the some heading. Okay, so you just take the h1 header. Okay, h1 for the heading. Okay, print values, then h1 clothes. Okay, means see h1 to s6 are their headings. We know about that, means how many headers, how many headings are there in the particular HTML. So, okay, h1 to s6. Okay, so you just take it h1, and then you have to write down the you have to write down some line. Print values means heading, your heading, print values. Then you just close that tag, h1 tag, close. Then after that you have to write down your PHP code in body tag. Okay, so you just take the body tag, then after that you have to write down the simple PHP code. Okay, so you have to take open brace question mark PHP. Okay, in that you just take one variable, you declare the one variable, that is a $txt is equal to, you just give the some value, you just declare the some value for the variable. Okay, that is a w3 school.com. Okay, this is a value that will be stored in txt variable. Okay, then echo I love $txt. Okay, we already discussed. So in what will be the output? The output will be the I love w3school.com. Okay, then after that body close, head close, and HTML. Okay, now I will show you how output will be appear on the screen. Okay, so you just click on the demo.php here. Okay, now you can see here, this is a your output will be the print values I love wgschool.com. Okay, so this is a simple program, demo.php. Okay, understand? Next one. Okay, this is also simple program, HTML head. Okay, h1 first program. Okay, h1 will be the close, head will be the close, and then after that in body you just type the or you have to print the one statement. Okay, so this is your first program. Okay, so you just take your open brace question mark PHP, then print the one statement. That's why you just take a print. This is your first program, and then after that your PHP code will be close, body close, and HTML close. Okay, so now what will the output? I will show you. Okay, first program, and this is your first program. Okay, this is your output. Okay, so now next one is hello.php. Okay, I will show you first. This is all are the simple program. Okay, now we will when we discuss about the string, then I will show you the string program. Okay, okay, this is simple. Doctor HTML head body, or you just type here some. You just give this some heading. My first PHP page, and just type the one statement, that is a hello world. Okay, so what will be the output? That is a my first PHP page and hello world. Okay, my first PHP page and hello world. This is your output for this particular program. Okay. Okay, so these are all are demo.php, first.php, hello.php. then variable.php. All are the simple program. Okay. So now after that, when we learn this particular string, then then after that we will execute all this remaining program. Okay. So now next. Next is PHP string. Okay, so string is a sequence of characters. Okay, like this one, hello world. Okay, this is a sequence of characters. Okay, so which function we are using in PHP? The first one is strlen. Okay, so that will be find out the length of your string. Okay, so return the length of string or find out the length of your string. Okay, so the PHP strlen function return the length of your string. So for example, suppose return the length of, suppose there is one example and you just take on the string that is hello world. Okay, so you just type here open brace question mark PHP, one simple code. Okay, PHP, wait. Okay, you just take here PHP echo strlen. Strlen is a function name. Okay, strlen is a function name, and in that you have to write down or create your string. Okay, that is string is hello world. This is your string. Okay, then after that close brace and semicolon. Okay, so this is a simple one function, string function, that is strlen. Okay, you just type here in the PHP code, you just type here echo, and then you have to take the string function name, that is strlen, and in that you have to write down the your string, whatever string is
No,
taken.
ma'am.
Yes, yes.
इको काय डिफाइन करतो? इको काय डिफाइन करतो?
Echo is useful for the print the values. Echo is same as a printf in C programming language. Okay, echo means you just print
Okay,
the
ma'am.
statement or print the value. Okay, for example, suppose
Okay,
I
ma'am.
will show you one example here. Wait. I will show you one example here. Okay, for echo. Okay, so you just taken here $txt is equal to W3. Is it visible? First tell me, is it visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you just take here the $txt is equal to w3school.com, and then after that echo I love $txt. Okay, so what is the value for $txt? First tell me.
w3schools.com.
Yes, yes. So this value w3school.com, that will be stored to the $txt, and after that you will get this message, means that particular statement will be printed by using the echo. Okay, so now I will show you with output. Okay, you just click on the demo.php. After that you get this one, I love w3school.com. Okay, so this echo is useful for printing the statement or printing the values. Okay, understand?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, clear? Okay, so remaining topic or next topic we will see in the next lecture. Okay, so wait for 2 minutes. I want to take the attendance.